In 2022, a knee study with 34,000 women landed in the Journal of the National Cancer Institute, and the conclusion was a kill shot. One of the most popular hair products on the planet more than doubles your risk of uterine cancer. That product is still on shelves today. I spent 2 weeks pulling INSI lists, FDA recalls, and class action court documents on the bottles in your bathroom, and what I found across 5 bestsellers is way uglier than I expected. But 5 other products have real patents, mid-level biotech, and dermatologists openly backing them. We're counting down from 5 to 1. Starting things off at number 5 is Tresemme Keratin Smooth Shampoo, the bottle that triggered thousands of lawsuits. In November 2020, a nationwide class action hit Unilever, claiming that Tresemme Keratin Smooth Shampoo and Tresemme Keratin Smooth Color Shampoo were causing severe hair loss, scalp burns, and chemical irritation. The culprit was DMDM hydantoin, a preservative that quietly releases formaldehyde the moment it touches water, and formaldehyde is classified by the International Agency for Research on Cancer as a known human carcinogen. Here's what most other videos skip. A 1987 study already showed DMDM hydantoin triggers contact dermatitis in formaldehyde-allergic skin, and a 2015 study found that longer storage times and warm bathroom temperatures release even more formaldehyde from the bottle over time. So the older your Tresemme bottle, the worse the exposure. By July 2022, Unilever quietly reformulated Tresemme to strip DMDM hydantoin out of US versions, but they never issued a recall, which means old bottles are still floating around. And this wasn't even Unilever's first warning. In 2012, the company already had to pull Suave Professional's keratin infusion for the exact same ingredient after women reported losing hair in clumps. They knew. They sold it anyway. Moving down to number 4, we land on When by Chaz Dean Cleansing Conditioner, the brand that broke an FDA complaint record nobody wanted. In July 2016, the FDA confirmed it had received 127 adverse event reports tied to When by Chaz Dean Cleansing Conditioner, which is the largest number of complaints the agency has ever logged for any cosmetic hair cleansing product in history. But the real number ran way higher. When FDA inspectors got inside the manufacturing facilities, they uncovered over 21,000 additional complaints filed directly to Chaz Dean Inc. and parent company Guthy-Renker. One mother described how her 10-year-old daughter's hair literally just slipped right off her head after using the conditioner. A class action lawsuit pulled in over 200 women across 40 states. In 2017, Guthy-Renker agreed to a $26.25 million settlement, paying up to $20,000 per claimant. The story got so loud that Congressman Frank Pallone of New Jersey personally sent letters demanding answers from both the FDA and the company, which helped trigger fresh cosmetic safety legislation from Senators Feinstein and Collins. Yet despite all of that pressure, When was never recalled. The bottles are still on shelves in 2026. However, When isn't the only product with a regulatory disaster baked into the label, and at number 3 we have aerosol dry shampoos from Pantene, Dove, Suave, and Bedhead. In December 2021, Procter & Gamble issued a nationwide recall of more than 30 aerosol hair care products, including Pantene, Old Spice, Herbal Essences, Aussie, and Hair Food. 10 months later, in October 2022, Unilever recalled 19 of its own aerosol dry shampoos across Dove, Nexus, Suave, Bedhead, Rockaholic, and Tresemme. The lab that flagged all of this is the detail nobody covers. It was Valisure, the same independent lab that originally exposed elevated NDMA in Zantac, which got that drug pulled off the market. Valisure tested the dry shampoo cans and found benzene, which the FDA officially classifies as a human carcinogen linked to acute myeloid leukemia and other blood cancers. Unilever traced the contamination to a hydrocarbon propellant supplier called Aeropress, and contract filler Voyant Beauty got named in the expanded 2023 lawsuit. By early 2025, Unilever quietly agreed to a $3.625 million class action settlement covering Dove, Nexus, Suave, Bedhead, and Tresemme buyers. So check the lot code on any can sitting in your shower, because anything made before October 2021 might be carrying a known carcinogen. But the lawsuits don't stop with the big corporations, and at number 2 on the bad list is Monat, The ML hair brand, its own former president, now publicly blasts. Monet brands itself as clean, natural, plant-based hair care sold through what it calls market partners, but the legal paper trail tells a far darker story. Between August 2017 and 2018 alone, the FDA logged nearly 200 adverse event reports tied to Monat products. The Better Business Bureau received so many complaints in a single 3-day window in 2018 that it disabled Monat's review page entirely, and Monat still isn't BEB accredited. In 2019, a federal report flagged Monat's manufacturing facility as insanitary. By 2020, a court order legally barred the company from claiming its products were FDA certified, scientifically proven to grow hair, or free of sulfates and petrochemicals when they weren't. Here's the deepest cut. In 2024, Monat's former president Stuart McMillan sued the founding Urdaneta family, accusing them of watering down formulas against their own scientists' warnings. The man who used to defend the brand on camera is now its harshest public critic. On top of that, Monat's red clover extract is one that the University of Maryland Medical Center says women with a history of breast cancer should avoid entirely. However, none of these come close to the #1 worst pick. And that's L'Oreal's Dark A&D Lovely Chemical Hair Relaxer. In October 2022, the Journal of the National Cancer Institute published the study I opened the video with. The National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences, part of the NIE, followed nearly 34,000 women for almost 11 years through what's called the sister study. And the conclusion was brutal. Women who used chemical hair straighteners more than 4 times a year were more than twice as likely to develop uterine cancer before age 70. Non-users had a 1.64% risk. Frequent users had 4.05%. Within days of the study dropping, Jenny Mitchell of Missouri filed the first lawsuit against L'Oreal and Soft Sheen Carson. She had been diagnosed with uterine cancer at 28 and had a hysterectomy a month later. 60% of the straightener users in the study were Black women, who tend to start younger and use these products longer. Salon workers had it worse, since they handled relaxers in enclosed rooms every single day for years. By 2026, the consolidated multi-district litigation in Illinois holds over 10,000 plaintiffs. This isn't a styling problem, it's a public health emergency. But enough about the bad. Now we flip to the products actually worth your money, and starting at number 5 is Vegamore's Grow Hair Serum. Vegamore brands itself as a hormone-free, prostaglandin-free alternative to traditional hair growth treatments. The Hero Serum is built on plant phytoactives, including red clover, mung bean extract, curcumin from turmeric, and a peptide derived from Nicotiana benthamiana. In a 120-day independent third-party clinical study, with 40 participants applying the serum once a day, Vegamore reported up to a 90% reduction in signs of shedding and a 56% increase in the appearance of hair density. Here's the honest caveat most reviewers won't give you. Vegamore isn't FDA approved for hair regrowth the way minoxidil is, and the studies are smaller than what you'd get with prescription treatments. Dermatologists have noted the actives can support scalp health and the look of fullness, but they won't regrow hair in fully balding patches. There's also a research detail buried in the citations. The strongest clinical proof for the red clover plus mung bean combo was actually conducted on a patented complex called Capixyl that uses a biomimetic peptide Vegamore doesn't include. So treat it as a supportive serum for early thinning, not a miracle. At $56 a bottle, it's still a reasonable bridge before clinical treatments. Moving up to number 4 is Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo, the formula that came out of MIT specifically to fix the benzene problem. Living Proof launched in 2008 out of Polaris Venture Partners alongside a team of MIT-trained polymer scientists working with professional stylists. The brand holds more than 20 active patents across over 50 products. Their hero molecule is called OFMA, which the company nicknamed the Healthy Hair Molecule, engineered to repel oil, sweat, and dirt so hair stays cleaner between washes for longer. Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo isn't a traditional aerosol, which means it dodges the entire benzene propellant disaster that hit Dove, Suave, Pantene, and Bedhead's competing dry shampoos. Instead, It uses fast-absorbing starches and a microporous mineral blend to lift oil and odor off the scalp, plus a residue removal active that keeps white powder from sitting on dark hair. The formula is free of parabens, formaldehyde, phthalates, sulfates, mineral oil, and triclosan. In Circana's prestige beauty data, it ranked as the top-selling prestige dry shampoo brand of 2022. In Living Proof's own concept and use study with 200 participants, 9 out of 10 users agreed it kept hair cleaner between washes, and 8 out of 10 said it outperformed every other dry shampoo they had tried. Sitting at number 3 is Briogio's Don't Despair Repair Mask, the 6-time Allure Hall of Famer with a wild origin story. Briogio launched in 2013, but the backstory most reviews skip is wild. Founder Nancy Twine was a VP of commodities trading at Goldman Sachs when she walked away from finance to launch the brand at age 29, making her the youngest Black woman ever to launch a product line at Sephora. Briogio also became the first clean hair care brand the retailer ever carried. In April 2022, the Wella Company bought Briogio, joining the same portfolio as Clairol Professional and Opie. The hero product, Don't Despair Repair, is built on a 6-free standard, meaning no sulfates, no silicones, no phthalates, no parabens, no DIA, and no artificial dyes. It's a 15-time award winner, including 6 Allure Reader's Choice Hall of Fame trips, and back-to-back Cosmopolitan Reader's Choice wins in 2022 and 2024. The clinical numbers hold up too. In a repeated grooming test on human hair, the mask was scientifically proven to reduce breakage in 10 minutes and deliver up to 2 times stronger hair after 3 uses. Rosehip oil, algae extract, sweet almond oil, and B vitamins do the work. 97% naturally derived. Vegan Leaping Bunny certified. Coming in at number 2 is K18 Leave-In Molecular Repair Mask, the biotech peptide that was literally engineered on a computer. K18 launched in December 2020 in San Francisco, founded by husband and wife team Suveen Sahib and Britta Cox. Britta had already built the Aquis hair towel brand. Suveen quit a career in tech and spent a full decade studying the biology of hair with European bioengineer Professor Artur Cavaco Paulo. Here's the part most reviews completely miss. K18 peptide wasn't created in a traditional cosmetics lab. It was designed using computational modeling, the same kind biotech companies use for drug discovery. The team mapped every possible amino acid sequence in keratin and found that the 18th peptide was the optimal one for reconnecting broken polypeptide chains. That's literally where the name K18 comes from. The peptide is listed on the INSEE as oligopeptide 78, and in a clinical study on hair that had been bleached 8 times, 2 applications restored up to 82% of the strand's original strength. K18 won the Allure Best of Beauty Award in 2022. One catch worth knowing. In late 2023, Unilever acquired K18, the same parent company behind the Tresemme and benzene aerosol mess. The science still stands. And the number 1 worth it pick is Olaplex number 3 Hair Perfector, the bond builder L'Oreal literally tried to steal. This pick closes the loop on the whole video. Olaplex was founded in 2014 by Dean and Darcy Crystal alongside 2 Santa Barbara chemists, Dr. Craig Hawker and Dr. Eric Presley. The 2 of them invented the active ingredient, bis-aminopropyl diglycol dimaleate, in Presley's actual garage. The molecule reconnects the broken disulfide bonds inside damaged hair, the same bonds that bleach and chemical processing snap. In clinical testing, hair tested up to 3 times stronger after a single use, with the brand reporting 68% more repair when number 0 and number 3 are layered together. NPD Group data ranked number 3 as the top-selling product in all of prestige hair care in 2021, and Dr. Hawker won the American Chemical Society's 2021 Catherine C. Hawk Award for the breakthrough. But here's the wildest part. After Olaplex blew up, L'Oreal, the number 1 worst pick on this list, allegedly tried to poach Hawker and Presley under a fake acquisition ENDA. When that failed, L'Oreal launched a competing knockoff, and Olaplex sued for patent infringement and won. Dermatologists like Dr. Susan Masick back the science. Outro. So that's the full countdown for 2026. The 5 products draining your wallet, plus the 5 with patents, biotech science, and dermatologists openly backing them up. Before you buy anything, scan the INSI label. Search the lot code against after recall notices, and never trust a brand that calls hair loss detoxing. That's a marketing script, not a clinical phase. If this helped you separate what belongs in your bathroom from what belongs in the trash, hit that subscribe button right now.